What is going on, Corey? All right, so let's see what messages Spirit has for you right now. All right, let's see what messages Spirit has for you currently in the moment that you can use to help you along your path. All right, this is something I'm hearing to prepare you for 2026. So all that you do now is for 2026. So it's about, I'm hearing it's about the setting intentions is one thing, but it's about your plan. So this is how you can move accordingly and strategically. All right, let's see messages. Ooh, all right, now you got the King of Wands here. That's fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay, I like that. You also have the Sun card in reverse. If you want to, you got to move and but move with confidence. I feel like with this Sun card in reverse, though, there's what is this? It feels like you also have the Five of Pentacles. All right, so Spirit is saying that there's things that you can't change. Something about with this Sun card in reverse, this is about like the lack of confidence. The lack of confidence in anything that you do, especially when it comes to you, say, making executive decisions, is what's going to keep you in a space of lack or feeling on the outside. With the Five of Pentacles here upright and also the Sun card in reverse, yeah, it's about your mentality. So with this here, especially with the Star card, focus on the current situation and what you can change. Because the King of Wands is somebody who is person that is actually is actually active. Hold on, let me make sure. Wait a minute. Let me put my mic on. Excuse me, my headphones on so that way you can hear me. Okay. Hopefully. Okay, good. Hopefully you can hear me better. All right. So with this King of Wands here upright, and then you also have the Sun card in reverse, and also the Five of Pentacles here. This whole confidence issue, if there's like you having confidence issue in any sector of your life, this is not. This is the opposite of Aries energy. Aries is the first responder. Period. Like Aries just gets to the fucking scene and then they figure it out when they get there. Aries is a very bold energy, it's a very confident energy. So right now, if you are in a space of lack of confidence or you're allowing, say, like your circumstances to dictate your next move, then you're all you're doing is feeding like the algorithm of your frequency. So I'm hearing allow the optimism of tomorrow be the foundation that you use for today. All right, so with the Star card here, that's Aquarian energy. This is about being innovative. King of Wands is also a person who is also very creative. There's something about you that you know how to make a dollar out of 15 cents, whether if it's, especially with the King of Wands, that's an entrepreneur. Aries are natural entrepreneurs, period. There's never not an Aries where Aries can't work, say, both. You could work a 9 to 5, but you also have multiple streams of income because y'all are very talented. Okay, so with this Star card here, there's also like an energy of something about you tucking your talent in. Yeah, I just keep hearing something about like you're keeping your talents. Like there's something about like your talents that you have. You need to start using that. Like your passion can be a paid passion. It can actually be an extra stream of income, and you'll turn around and you'll get burned for it too. Okay. Yep. You also have the Knight of Wands. Yeah, there's something about you being proactive instead of reactive, because there's a lot of like, say, reactive energy, and it's on some you're getting in your way. Okay. You got to get out your own way, because there's a lot of positive results and positive feedback that you'll see. You'll be able to reach your goals. You just got to get out your own way. You need to be proactive. Yeah. This is what is self-sabotaging him? What is the self-sabotaging energy here? What is the self-sabotaging energy? What is the self-sabotaging energy? Nine of Wands, being stuck in your ways. I feel like with this Nine of Wands here, there's something about you taking a hard stance or like being very stuck. What is this Nine of Wands here? Yeah, there's like an energy of being like stuck, like hard ass. Like I'm hearing you're the same energy that you keep on trying to like stay in a position or take a stance on something that you need to transmute that energy and bring it elsewhere, because there's something about you, like with this Nine of Wands here, just and Five of Pentacles and Nine of Wands, maybe there's like a place that is now no longer serving you, a place that I feel like with this Five of Pentacles here, this feels like a because you see how in this Five of Pentacles, like she's on the outside. Okay, there's like a place where they're trying to keep you out, like especially if you are getting resistance somewhere, wherever it is, person, place, a thing, this is all across the board. They're saying you need to take the hint. That means that, like, look, you see how this Knight of Wands is going in a different direction? You're needing to go in a different direction when it comes to something. And with this Star card here, this is about you going in a whole totally different direction. Somewhere where it's more positive, where the space is more peace. Because there's Five of Pentacles energy here, and also the Nine of Wands. This is a poverty mindset. This is something about your mind frame. Because there's something about like that you're needing to it's like your resilience but it can be detrimental because you're being resilient in the wrong places. Certain resilience of you not say opening your lens, or you not wanting to step out of your comfort zone. That's the thing, stepping out of your comfort zone. Stepping out of your comfort zone. Yeah, there's about you something stepping out. Yeah, Four of Pentacles in reverse. There's something about you like releasing, because there's so much more on the other side. Like you're staying on one side. Like this energy of being gun-ho. And King of Wands here. King of Wands is also a very good father. So that's another thing, especially too with the Star card and also the King of Wands. You are in a position to provide a very, like, as far as like, once you step out of your comfort zone, you step out of you, and you step out of, say, like this place of like it's being overprotective, but you're being reactive. So there's a sense of like you gotta move with confidence that, yo, you know what, fuck it, I could go on this side, I could go stretch out because I know I'm gonna be good. There's something about you, like they're saying like, yo, you have the energy and the persona, like you a good provider, you're a good caretaker, you're all of those things. Now it's time for you to graduate. Now it's time for you to be in a whole other space, because Four of Pentacles in reverse, what's this being released? What is being released right now? What is being released, or what needs to be released per se? You have the World card in reverse. Yeah, there's something about you holding a chapter, like there's something that you need to close the chapter on. What is this that he needs to close the chapter on? You have the Universe here. What does Corey need to close the chapter on? What does Corey need to close the chapter on? You also have the Nine of Pentacles here too. What does he need to close the chapter on? You have the Eight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, getting out of your head, staying stuck in your head. There's something about you, like this could be like past things. There's something also with this Nine of Pentacles here, and also with the Universe, like understanding when it comes to especially like your stability and your independence. The Universe is like, we have so much more on the other side, but you have to get out of your own way. There's a lot of you having to get out of your own way. You also have the Empress in reverse. This could be the mother of your child too. Why is the Empress here in reverse? You also have the Seven of Swords. They're like, yo, she's not trustworthy. You can't trust this person. Whoever this is, the mother of your child, she's not trustworthy. She's conspiring against you. That's the reason why they're trying to remove you from something. It also feels like this with this Pentacles energy. Pentacles is about something about, it could be your space. I feel like with this Five of Pentacles, if you feel like there's doors closing or situations that's being shut out, they're saying for a reason. They're trying to remove you out of the space, so that way you can really attain and be in a position, especially a better financial position. And even not just when it comes to the finances, but also just like material wise. With the Nine of Pentacles, it feels like material and spiritually, like wealth is about like being rich. It's not just about materialistically rich is the materials, but wealth is about like the time. Being wealthy is something where you can actually, especially being independently, this is you being able to be in a position to have more time to say spend with your kids, or more time to do the things that you love. But you have to look at it from a different perspective, because with this Five of Pentacles here, this is a poverty mindset. There's something about your mindset that needs to change. Okay, but I keep hearing we're trying to remove him from this like area, so that way this energy cannot come through. What is it about this energy? What is the Seven of Swords and this Empress in reverse about? You also have the Justice card. If you have any sort of legalities or legal issues that's coming up, things will pan out. Justice will be served. And this is Libra energy here too. And the Empress in reverse is also Empress is ruled by Taurus and Libra. This Empress in reverse is somebody that is already self-sabotaging. So with this Justice card in reverse, if there's any legal issues, or even when it comes to, if you're worrying about how, if it will go in your favor, yes, it will. Things will go in your favor, but this is about how long are you going to delay this. Okay, this is like, look, I'm the messenger, you take care of the shipping and handling. So if you want to do FedEx, or if you want to do, say, USPS, or if you want to do snail mail like freaking China packet or something like that, that's up to you. The longer you take to step out of your way, or the longer you take to say take this leap of faith, because the universe here is supporting every movement that you make, and you have the support energetically, especially with this transit that's happening with Libra energy. They're saying that if you decide to, let's just say, I'm hearing something about an application. If you are deciding to put an application in somewhere else, watch how fast you get your response, because you're moving there. I feel like they keep saying something about they have been closing the doors here in your face, because they need you to get out of this space, because they're trying to balance the scales when it comes to something with your baby mother. Yep, Seven of Cups. What's this Seven of Cups about? Yeah, the place that you once felt comfortable is no longer, what? The space where you felt is comfortable is no longer familiar. With this Seven of Cups here, go into the uncharted territory. Go into it confidently. King of Wands is a confident person. Again, Aries energy is bold. Aries has that I can do any fucking thing. When I say anything, Aries has an ego. Ego is used to propel you. Don't let your ego hold you back, or don't be gun ho or gun strong or set on a specific outcome, especially when it comes to an outcome. What's the Seven of Cups here? Chariot. Yep. This is about moving. This Chariot here is about making the move, making a decision now. Chariot energy is pivoting quickly. They want you to do this now. Before the year is up, you need to do this now. And with the city here, this is probably about like relocating or moving. Okay. I'm also seeing something about when it comes to like Chariot. Well, I mean, a car. What is this? What's this about the Chariot? They like, stop trying, like, convenience is a killer. Convenience is a killer. That's all I'm hearing. Convenience is a killer. Yeah, you have the Seven of Pentacles here. You also, Seven of Pentacles and a car. What's this? If you want money for a new car, yeah, something about like you need to move, because there could be something that could be happening in regards to, like, be careful about where you park your car. Okay, yeah, something about being careful about parking your car somewhere. Seven of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles, this is preventative measures. This is a warning. With this Two of Pentacles, if you can't find a parking spot, or if the area you live at has is difficult parking, that's where you need to move. You need to move out of that area, because there's something about like Seven of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles and the Chariot. This is about how like you're needing to be more strategic in regards to like your planning. See, the thing about it is that your next move should be an improvement for the quality of life. Okay, like what makes sense? The only logical is about the quality of life. Two of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, and the Chariot. If you're needing to, like, let's just say if the commute is a little bit further, but they're just like, okay, well, let's really balance it out. So move into an area where it's more where you don't have to say commute just as much. But that doesn't mean like staying like, supposedly, like, say if you have a job and your job is across the street and that's the only reason why you want to stay in the neighborhood. No, they're just like, nah, because the area that you're going to move in with the Seven of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles, it'll balance itself out. There's something about you actually moving to an area where it's more quiet, and it feels like you don't have to worry about too many car issues. Like there's something about, like, I don't know, something when it comes to like car. What is this car? I keep getting something about a car. You have the Knight of Pentacles, the Hermit card, and also the Judgment card. Yeah, this is really heavily about using your discernment. Just be mindful about where you're parking your car, wherever you're going. You also have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, just something about like being like, don't go over the top, but really like pay attention to if the shit's not working out, fuck it. Just be like, oh, well, it just is what it is. I don't know the reason why. Rejection is divine protection. Seriously. Yeah. And you got the Emperor here. Come on now. You also got the Five of Cups, and you also got, yeah, there is definitely like a heavy energy of like, listen, leaving the old life behind. Ten of Wands in reverse, and also just like the Hierophant in reverse with the Two of Wands in reverse. Yeah, there's something about like your lack of belief, like belief that there's other opportunities, or not seeing the opportunities that the divine or the universe or whatever it is that you believe in is trying to show you. Because the King of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, you'll end up moving into a territory or into an environment that's more stable and also more supportive. There's something about you moving somewhere that's way more supportive. You'll have the support that you need. Don't be afraid to step out. Yeah, don't be afraid to step out. Yeah, because there's something about like where you're able to go or where you're moving is there's more support. Like it's one of those things where it's just like there's things that are strategically placed around that's benefit for you and say like your kids. Like let's say if it's like a job, like okay, well, yeah, maybe you might not be across the street, but it's only say like a 10-15 minute route or ride, or you end up finding a better job, something more stable, especially with the Three of Pentacles there, and then the Three of Cups was behind it. Make a move. The moment that you make the move, the universe is going to support it by giving you the tools, the resources, and the materials and financial means for you to be successful. However, it's contingent on you just like leaving everything from the past and anything that's affiliated with it and just being more expansive. There's like a real huge expansion. Okay. So they're like, you ain't got to worry about shit. They're like, yo, bro, we got you. Like, you ain't got to worry about nothing. One monkey don't stop the motherfucking show. Okay. You don't, a comfort, being comfortable. No, the place that you once felt comfortable is no longer familiar. That's the reason why, like, that Five of Pentacles energy was there. All right. Let's see. Let's get a final message. I love this deck right here because the messages that come through here is beautiful, very strong, very powerful. All right, let's see this oracle deck. What oracle cards? Final advice and guidance that you want to give Corey. Final advice and guidance that you want to give Corey. You got miracles that came out. 42. Miracles can happen within 42 days. You just have to, they're saying that's literally your time, your response time. If you are active now and you take that leap now, you'll see results within the next 42 days before the year is up. You have Sekhmet, the wounded healer. Let me get one more. Ooh. Wow. Giving and receiving. All right. So first one here. You are a magnet for miracles. You are a miracle. What if you truly allowed yourself to believe? Well, we just said, believe in the impossible. Believe. Let the optimism of tomorrow be the foundation you use for today. All things are possible. Dare to dream bigger. You claim you want miracles, but you take an "I'll believe it when I see it" approach. Your belief system, that's the reason why the Hierophant was in reverse. You better believe in the impossible, expect the unexpected. Because listen, be the energy that you want to receive. If you put in that fucking "oh, I believe it when I see it" type of energy, then yeah, you gonna be on motherfucking on the daggone what they call that, the wait list. Okay. What if you will see it after you believe it? I'll say that again. What if you see it after you believe it? Believe that you deserve to be, do, have the world you want for yourself. You can be your true self, do what awakens your soul, and have your desires. This is life's miracle. If you haven't witnessed your miracle yet today, ask for it and allow it in. My life is full of miracles. Desires require discipline. I'm going to say that again. Desires require discipline. So you can desire all these things, but are you disciplined enough to start perpetuating the current lifestyle in order for you to get what you desire? So, for example, say if you desire to wear a certain outfit, but you know that you might be a little bit overweight for it. Okay, cool. So what does the discipline come in? The discipline comes in your eating habits, your working out, etc., etc. Okay. Next one, wounded healer, Sekhmet. Heal thyself. Everyone gets your best except you. You are a healer among your tribe. Stop putting your needs last. When did you decide to become a matriarch? Take a breath. Wounded healers hold sadness, rage, and fears of brokenness. Being a warrior wasn't a choice for our beloved foremothers. They did the best they could, but being a goddess warrior, or AKA God warrior, for us is knowing that we have no choice, excuse me, that we have the choice not to fight all the time. Yeah, so it's just like, why are you fighting for certain things to turn around and stay in your life that's not conducive, or why are you fighting yourself? Okay, like these things, these, like, say, if you're gonna fight the fight, like that mental entrapment and shit, that fight. Okay. Deep dive question. What are your swords, the weapons you use to fight? And what are your shields, the ways you use to defend yourself? Dare to lay the burdens down along with your swords and shields. It is safe to put myself first. Yeah, don't be feeling bad about putting yourself first, putting your needs first. I mean, I get it because I'm a parent too. But we also have to realize that if we don't take care of ourselves, then we are no good to our children. You feel me? So if you moving from a space, move up a space of just like you reparenting yourself in a sense, you know? Okay. Mayet. All right. Reset your harmonic balance. You are not of alignment. The sacred, excuse me, you are out of alignment. The sacred scales command you to give and receive. If you receive without giving, you are selfish and out of alignment. If you give without receiving, you are stuck in a matrodome of out of alignment. Okay. So if you out here just trying to spread yourself thin and trying to do for everybody but not yourself, then you have to ask yourself, well, why am I doing that? Are you trying to escape? Are you trying to escape from dealing with your own shit? Are you trying to give from a space of, okay, well, I want to do this because I want to feel this, or whatever the case is? No, you right now, you ain't got it to give. You under maintenance right now, bro. Okay. Giving and receiving is spiritual law and spell work. Give time, money, service, resources, and good vibes. If you are a generous giver, cultivate a practice of receiving. Receiving is a sacred feminine principle that makes many uncomfortable. Receive compliments, joy, support, pleasure, friendship, money, and love. They are all the same spirit. I give easily and freely. I receive freely and easily. Now, especially when it comes to masculines, okay? Masculines are now needing to be, because we are all balanced with masculine and feminine energy. Masculine energy is the energy that is very proactive, and feminine energy is on the end of receiving. So now, since you have been doing so much, however, you have to now be on the receiving and be open to help. Okay, or be on the receiving end of say, how can I put this? When being on the receiving end, receive in, say, confidence, receive from a space of like it's okay, but also when you do it, also do it from a space of not overthinking or over analyzing. This is where it comes, like, you have to have, like, work on your discernment. If you feel guilty about receiving, or if you don't want to, or if you, or you may not be used to receiving due to whatever has happened. So now this is something where it's just like you can work on that, and don't feel like it's bad to receive or some shit like that. Like, there's an energy here where you can close the chapter, where you can start learning how to give in peace. So, for example, givers and givers is exotic. A giver and a taker is neurotic. A taker and a taker is a psychotic. All relationships. So being more surrounded by people, when I say relationship, this is not just about love. This is also about when it comes to friends, business, family. You want to be around other givers, people who give from a space of um, mutual, not give in a transaction. Because some people be talking about they givers, but they're giving from a space of wanting to be like, or trying to give from a space of control. Now, this could be in a way where you're trying to control how people think, how people view you. This could be from a space of you're trying to control. It's like transactional. So you could be feeling like, oh, I'm a giver, but no, you're giving from a space of, oh, I want to give this because I want this in return. No. So if now you have to be on the end of, all right, if I cannot give to myself, then I don't even know. I don't even, I'm not even in a position to give to anybody else. And you also are not in a position to say just like take. Taking is only a negative notation when you're taking from a space of like say malice or some sort. So giver and a giver, you're a giver by heart, you're a nurturer by heart. That's something that where you have to now get around that sort of energy. So that requires a different setting, that requires stepping out and branching out, so that way you can see what it feels like to really be around real givers, to be around a space of people who you can give to without feeling a sort of way, or feeling guilty, or feeling like, okay, well, I got to give this so they could do it. Because I know one thing about men, y'all are people pleasers by nature. There's never not a man where I don't come across, it doesn't matter the caliber, where they are not people pleasers. Okay. Because y'all feel like y'all have to protect, y'all have to provide. Like fucking society got y'all thinking like y'all fucking mules, and that they're setting you up to fucking die for shit. No, this is about you being responsible. This is about you having discernment. All right. So when you give, you want to be around true givers where you can give in peace, and not where it's just like you're giving pieces of you that you really cannot afford to give. Am I making sense? Last but not least, bam. You are thirsty for more pleasure. You can't thrive when life feels you dry. Respectfully, that's all Aries. Okay, Aries, y'all likes to have fun now. Okay, you are made of laughter and stardust, not sawdust. Pleasure is your birthright, a gift from the universe. How much juicy pleasure can you stand? Turn up the pleasure principle. You secretly feel that you don't deserve it, but pleasure is healing and manifesting force. Laughing, loving, and organic joy is holy. Hold your hands over your sacral chakra, which is right like where like right below like your navel. That's your sacral chakra. And say out loud, I deserve pleasure. It feels good to feel good. So there's a lot of and you also have masks here. There's a lot of things where it feels like now this is where you start to feel like, okay, well, how can I provide, say, like maybe an emotional like security for myself? And maybe that's not a conversation on something that you really thought about, but and that's okay. Okay, that is perfectly fine. So now this is where you are in a position to really be like, all right, well, what is emotional security for me? I probably don't know what the fuck that is, because I don't know your life. At the end of the day, you also probably have to experience that in life. So maybe there's certain things that probably have happened in the past where it's just like, okay, well, now you have to reparent yourself. Now there's things where you have to feel where it's just like, all right, well, how can I provide myself that emotional security, whether if it's like a safe space. Now, it's nothing wrong with wanting to feel, say, like pleasure or whatever the case is, but this is about you really honing in on that, what brings you pleasure, like the pleasures of life. And that's okay. It's okay to experience that. There's nothing wrong about that. And that's something that you just have to figure out during your whole entire journey. All right. So I hope this helps.